My name's Troy Adair. I'm with Certified Construction and Certified Wine Cellars. We are at the beautiful J-Prime restaurant in Austin, Texas. This project has 3 different wine cellars, if you want to call them. They're really not cellars, but closets, if you want to call them, large closets. One is for the main dark wines like reds and Bordeaux and things like that. And their average temperature they're trying to maintain is between 58 and 60 degrees. Behind me is ones for whites, white wines, and blushes. And in the front of the restaurant, as you walk in through the foyer, there are private lockers that are also cooled. And those as well are maintained at around 58 degrees. We got together with Vintage View wine racks. They also do vino pens and other styles of racks, but it's mainly metal racking. We worked with them to come up with more of a different style to use their post and their vino rails type of storage, and we used it along with creating boxes that gave us some behind-the-scenes storage that people wouldn't see, and we were able to put some lighting in place to make it aesthetically pleasing, and it gave them the bottle capacity that they desired. The client wanted to have something that's a visible display so that the patrons of the restaurant could see all the different wines that they offer. And one of the things that we had here was going to go horizontal with it, which is the typical way we store it. But in this particular situation, because it is a restaurant, the inventories turn pretty quick. We don't need to worry about the wine going bad or the cork drying out because it's turned over within a few weeks. So to get the best amount of visible bottles that they have that they serve here, we just decided to go ahead and just set them up right. And by setting them up right, we're able to get a massive amount of storage that shows a lot of their inventory, as well as it's just pretty to look at when you see them all upright like that. The glass that's there in place now is actually this particular wine cellar beside me. They're 12-foot tall doors over 23-foot length. And these doors, there's a set of 4 doors that are in place, and they all interchange with one another to gain full access to the wine cellar themselves. The glass is an overall 3/4 inch thickness. It has an insulated channel in between the 2 panes of glass, which gives us the thermal properties that are needed for actually doing a wine cellar. Wine Guardian provided the cooling. They helped me with coming up with a cooling plan. They also helped me determine which the best cooling system to be used. And the cooling systems that we ended up going with for all 3 is a self-contained ducted system that is the D050, which is a half-ton system for each space. The wall behind me with the light-colored wines, roses and whites, is what they called serving temp. It is allowed to get it down to a serving temp, 46 degrees if the room will allow it, but sometimes environments will not allow it to get that cold. But the cooling system itself has the possibility to get it that cold. But we also use remote sensors in each one of these spaces to allow it to where all the thermostats are at a location that's centralized for the staff to be able to see it all in one location. Their attention to detail is very important to them. It's a good partnership for me because it also allows me to be able to show off what I like to do, which is not only giving a beautiful wine room, but I'm really passionate about the design behind the scenes to where you don't see it, and it gives you the best cooling that you can have. Because at the end of the day, you want your investment, the lot of money that goes into this wine, you want that to be properly stored, and you want it to be able to give your customer the best experience, temperature-wise, great storage that doesn't go by, and also the aesthetics so that when they're in the restaurant, they see this beautiful wine cellar. I love a challenge. When someone says it's a difficult thing and it can't be done, I rise up to that challenge. We come up with a plan through my partnerships with Wine Guardian and with companies like Vintage View and Keswick's, who are also wine rack makers. And we come up with a plan and design that works great for the space. The most proud thing that I have here is the overall look of the wine rooms. They look fabulous, and I'm excited to be a part of it.